What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. Okay, guys, so we are going to continue our coverage over the Teen Titans. Yes, you heard that right, the Teen Titans. And we pick up with Volume 1 of the Teen Titans 2014 series. Now, let me explain what's going on with this series right here. This was basically DC continuing the New 52 Teen Titans, but it wasn't the New 52 anymore. So let me explain. When DC launched the New 52 in 2011, it did have a lot of success. But by 2014, fans did not like the New 52 anymore. And so you had a lot of books kind of drop the New 52 title. It was just basically DC letting writers just write anything they wanted to write. And so when it came to this Teen Titans series, it jumped into the middle of that era right there, where writers just had the freedom to write anything they wanted to write. And so with this, it's basically picking up after the end of the New 52 Teen Titans. But of course, it's a brand new series, a brand new writer, a brand new direction for the Teen Titans in 2014. So you still have Wonder Girl, Beast Boy, Red Robin, Raven, and you have Bunker. The same heroes we saw in the last series we just wrapped up. But of course, they're back again in a brand new series. Not really brand new, but of course, in their second run in the DC era between the New 52 and DC Rebirth. But with that being said, I do hope you enjoy this video because this story is actually pretty interesting and I like it better than the last Teen Titans series we actually covered. So getting into Teen Titans number 1, we actually do pick up with the Teen Titans right now working out of New York City. Now, right off the bat, this book picks up with some crazy stuff happening literally in the opening page, because you do have Wonder Girl on her phone minding her business, but that is the moment she loses connection. And then you have some random person appear on her screen, but not just her screen, everybody's screen in New York, because this person is part of a terrorist group who wants to send a message. Now, the Teen Titans were actually ready for this group to appear again because they have been tracking this group for a while. But here's the thing though, this group right now had apparently taken over a school bus, and right now they're going to drive that school bus right into Star Labs here in New York City. Now, let me explain about Star Labs. Star Labs is really more of a scientific organization that has different locations across the US, different labs. Now, of course, they are basically a company that do a lot of great things in the field of science, building better robots, making better medicine, and the list goes on. Now, this terrorist group and their leader is apparently going to crash the bus into the Star Labs in New York City because apparently this person knows something about Star Labs, one of their dark secrets. And apparently this dark secret could cause a lot of problems down the road. And so right now you have the Teen Titans getting ready to move to stop this terrorist group from taking that bus and crashing it into the Star Labs building in New York. But at the same time, it's Red Robin wondering, what is the overall game for this terrorist group? Why are they so upset with Star Labs? Now, we actually do pick up inside Star Labs. Now, when we do that, we actually pick up with the staff right now freaking out because now they just got word that a random bus might crash into their building. But on top of that, there's kids on that bus. And even on top of that, they're wondering why in the world is this random terrorist group coming after them for? Like, what did they do to tick off this random group? Now, there is one staff member you need to focus on, and that character is Manchester Black. And he is one of the team leads of this facility of Star Labs in New York. And he is going to play a very important role. But he does tell his co-workers that basically they should not be worried because Teen Titans could possibly handle this problem for them. And that is the moment we actually do see the Teen Titans come in to save the day. And we get a lot of pages where we basically see how the Teen Titans are now working together really well in this storyline right here. You have Wonder Girl back, you got Beast Boy, Bonker, Red Robin, and Raven. They're all coming together and working well together to actually stop this bus from crashing into the building. And even when they find out that some of this terrorist group members have bombs planted on their bodies as well, you have our heroes being able to get rid of those bombs, save those random terrorist people, and still save the children as well. Now, at the very last second, when it does look like the bus is about to crash into the building, you do have Bonker use his abilities to make constructs of random things to slow down the bus just good enough so that it will not crash into the building. And so the day is saved, and the Teen Titans are back once again in DC Comics at this point of DC Comics. Now, you do have the Teen Titans kind of stay around the area to see if they can find any more clues to figure out what is the master plan of this terrorist group, because their leader was able to get away very easily, and no one knows how he was able or she was able to get away. And so with that, you do have the team kind of look around to figure out, why did this terrorist group attack Star Labs for? What is this big project they were talking about? And where did their leader go? Now, there is a moment where you do have Bunker get upset, and the reason why, because some random citizen is upset that he was saved by Bunker and Beast Boy, and apparently because they look like gay characters. And so Bunker got very upset and basically attacks this man to remind him that he should be grateful that he was saved at all, because Bunker could have failed and he could have possibly died. And so with that, it's really more of Bunker saying, how dare you hate someone for being gay when he just saved your life, which honestly is a good point. Why are you going to hate on someone when they just saved your life, no matter who they are? But either way, though, you do have Beast Boy calm down Bunker, and you have the Teen Titans actually leave. But then we pick up at a different facility that belongs to Star Labs, apparently on Government Island. But of course, that is the moment we see someone breaking into this laboratory or this facility, and that person is the leader of that terrorist group, who we still have no idea what this person's name is just yet. But they do break into this laboratory, they do kill off the security guard who was guarding this area of the building, and you have this random person who's going to be the bad guy of this book say it's not over just yet, meaning that this person plans to do more things to hopefully ruin Star Labs in this video. Now, getting into the second chapter of this storyline, we actually do pick up with Bonker and Beast Boy in their apartment watching the video where you basically have Bonker throw that guy into the wall for him hating on people who are gay. And so with that, you actually have Bunker kind of upset. Now, Beast Boy thinks that the reason why Bunker is upset because there is a video of him out there in the world where he's basically throwing a guy into the wall. But in reality, the reason why Bunker is upset because there are other people out there just like that guy who do not like gay people. And of course, it's Bunker wanting to change the world for betterment of all people, of all different kinds of people. But then we pick up at a hospital, and the reason why, because one of the members of that terrorist group who basically the Teen Titans has stopped in the last chapter is badly injured, but of course is alive and laying in a hospital bed. And of course, when the doctors do leave his room, that is the moment you have Red Robin appear, because Red Robin is looking for that leader, the one that got away. Now, this is the moment we come to find out that this is actually not a group, not a terrorist group, just a terrorist person, like just one person, that's it. Because you have this guy tell Red Robin that he was actually hired, and everyone else was just hired the same way through encrypted emails and text messages as a way to say, this is what you're going to do. If you complete the job, you'll get paid. But these guys are not actually part of that terrorist group, meaning that whoever our bad guy is, it's just him and him alone. or actually it's a she, because you do have this guy say he never saw her face, only her voice. But of course, they were all hired to help her complete different jobs that she had lined up. But that is the moment you have Red Robin leave, because this guy begins to flatline. But then we pick up with Teresa Cicero. Now, this is a character who's going to be more involved in later videos down the road for this series. But right now, you have her on the phone talking to her mom, and she's on her way to go home. But while she's on the phone with her mom, that is the moment you do have a bunch of thugs who are planning on actually jumping her. Now, of course, she is saved, but she's not saved by the Teen Titans. No, she is saved by a bunch of women who are now going around town dressing up like Wonder Girl, because they're very inspired by what Wonder Girl does, which is being a hero. And so now you have this group of women dressing like Wonder Girl as a way to protect their city, to be just like Wonder Girl. But then we pick up with Manchester Black, and he's right now with his co-worker Josiah Powers. Now, Josiah Powers and Manchester Black are looking over the footage of what happened at the end of our last chapter, where basically you had that security guard be killed by our mysterious character, who we still have no idea what the name of this mysterious character is. But either way, you do have Josiah Powers say, "This is very interesting," because that other facility of Star Labs is very secure. It should be really hard to break into. But whoever this person is, they were able to break in very easily and also change the cameras to hide their appearance. And so right now you have Josiah Powers kind of like, what in the world is actually going on? But that is the moment they do hear a loud explosion happen in the middle of the city. And of course, that explosion was the main Star Labs building in New York, because apparently it caught on fire. And so you do have Beast Boy and Bunker go over there to help innocent people who could possibly be trapped inside the fire. Now, only Beast Boy and Bunker, the rest of the Teen Titans are not going. But when you have Beast Boy and Bunker there, they begin the process of actually helping innocent people get out of that building. But that is the moment we do see our mysterious character appear one more time and begin the process of actually attacking Beast Boy and Bunker. Now, this fight does last for a couple pages, but there is something huge that happens here. And that huge moment is when you have Bunker realize that our mysterious character is not an actual human being. Instead, it's a robot. And so for Bunker, he's kind of like, oh, if that's the case, then it should be okay to basically blow your head off because you're a robot. I'm not actually killing somebody. And so that is the moment you have Bunker use his powers to kill off the robot. And so it does seem like the day is saved. Star Labs is saved. The building is basically gonna burn, but all the innocent people are gone. But they were able to stop their mysterious new villain by just blowing up that person's head. But then we pick up in a different part of New York, where we pick up with the mother of Wonder Girl, because right now her mother is hearing the news about the group of women who is going around dressing as Wonder Girl. And so right now she's kind of concerned for her daughter, and she feels like she needs to go check up on her daughter. But then we pick up with Raven. Now, there is something I do want to mention with Raven, and that is that when it comes to Raven, at the end of the New 52 Teen Titans, Raven broke free from her father's control. And so meaning that she can live life however she wants to live life. And so, of course, we do see her right now going to a rock band show, because apparently Raven loves those kind of shows. But that is the moment we come to find out our mysterious character did not die by the hands of Bunker. And matter of fact, this mysterious character is just a robot, yes, but it does use nanobites, being able to kind of fix itself no matter what the injury it has received. But of course, it's able to rebuild itself, and we come to find out its name is Algorithm. And of course, this character is working with no other than Manchester Black. And so Manchester Black and Algorithm are working together to basically bring down Star Labs, but to now bring down the Teen Titans as well. Now, getting into the third chapter of the storyline, we actually do pick up with Raven right now at that show, just rocking out, having a good time, dancing to the music. Nothing can stop her from dancing, all that stuff. But of course, while she's dancing, her powers do kind of go out of control. Not like she's attacking people, but more of like she begins to make constructs around her, and everyone's kind of like, yo, this girl right here, her power is going wild. To the point where you have the lead singer like, hey, you're Raven. And so you have the girl actually stop the entire show to talk to Raven. Now, we do pick up with Beast Boy and Bunker right now, just celebrating in the park, having a good old time. Really Bunker more, because Bunker is very happy with the idea that he was able to actually stop Algorithm earlier. He actually believes that he got rid of Algorithm. He has no idea that she is still alive and well. But on top of that, that is the moment you actually do have some random person try to rob Beast Boy and Bunker in the middle of the park. But you do have Bunker use his powers as a way to stop this mugger. And of course, he does call up the police to tell them, hey, listen, I got a guy for you who tried to rob me. I stop him, and I'm going to leave him here for you guys to pick up. Now, we actually do jump back over to Raven. And right now, you have Raven at the band show right now, just having a good old time. And honestly, she's making new friends, which is something great to see. Because when it comes to the character of Raven, she always has just the Teen Titans as her friends. And so to see her actually being able to make friends outside of her superhero group is kind of nice to see. Unfortunately, her new friends get killed off because you have Algorithm appear. And of course, she does begin the process of actually attacking Raven. Now, of course, to Raven, she feels like she has the edge over Algorithm because Algorithm is a robot. And usually robots don't really fight well against Raven. Now, while Raven is fighting against Algorithm, you actually do have Raven call up the Teen Titans, starting out with, of course, Wonder Girl, to warn them, hey, listen, our mysterious bad guy had just reappeared at this band show I was at and just begin the process of killing random people. I need all the Teen Titans here now to basically help me deal with this crazy character. Now, getting back over to the fight between Raven and Algorithm, they do fight for a good few pages, but of course, Raven is very lucky because she does have the Teen Titans actually jump in. Now, when the Teen Titans arrive, you have Bunker confused because remember, Bunker thought he killed off Algorithm. To only see her again, he's kind of like, wait a second, I literally took your head off. Like, you should be dead. Now, of course, he does tell the Teen Titans that she is a robot. And so one of the girls all like, well, that's the case. We can cut loose and basically destroy her. And hopefully this time she cannot come back. But of course, you do have the Teen Titans being able to actually defeat Algorithm. But here comes the big shocker, though. To Red Robin, it was too easy. It was way too easy on how they were able to actually defeat her. Now, you do have Wonder Girl actually get a phone call from her mother because right now her mother is at her house waiting for her to come home because Wonder Girl does have her own place. But either way, though, while on the phone with one another, that is the moment something weird happens to the mother of Wonder Girl, where of course you have Wonder Girl freaking out because she believes that something is about to happen to her mother, which something could possibly happen because that is the moment you have another group of women who have dressed up like Wonder Girl because they're so inspired by Wonder Girl to do the right thing in their area. And for some strange reason, they're about to attack the mother of Wonder Girl right now. Now, getting back over to Star Labs, you do have Red Robin breaking into the labs to look through all the information he can to hopefully figure out why in the world his algorithm is trying to attack Star Labs, because he has no idea that algorithm is actually working with Manchester Black. But of course, you do have Red Robin just looking through all the different information he can to hopefully learn something. But that is the moment he realized the algorithm is also in the building, and she begins the process of shutting everything down, doors, computer screens, whatever, as a way to trap Red Robin into a certain room. And you have Red Robin try his best to get away, but of course, algorithm was able to cut him off from getting away. She blasts him, and of course now Red Robin is knocked out, and we are left to believe that there is a possibility that Red Robin could possibly die by the hands of algorithm. And so getting into the final chapter of this storyline, we actually do pick up with Red Robin fighting back against algorithm. Now, while fighting against her, you do have algorithm actually tell us that she knows that Red Robin is Tim Drake, which is kind of huge, because if she knows that, then there is a possibility that Manchester Black also knows that Red Robin is also Tim Drake. But either way, you do have Red Robin try his best to lose algorithm just long enough so that he'll be able to actually call in the rest of the Teen Titans for help. Because right now, he needs it, because when it comes to algorithm, there's a huge possibility that she could actually kill off Tim Drake with no problem at all. Now, getting back over to the Teen Titans minus Red Robin, you do have them arrive at the home of Wonder Girl, where of course her mother is outside with the other Wonder Girls, the women who have basically dressed up like Wonder Girl. But you do have her freak out because one, her mom is in town, and two, she wants to know, why is there a group of women dressed like me? Like, she's kind of freaked out a tad bit. And you have these women say, hey, listen, you inspire us. You inspire us to be better than what we were before we looked up to you. And so it's kind of like a new thing for Wonder Girl to actually work through. But that is the moment you have Red Robin actually call in the Teen Titans, and they're all like, okay, we gotta go. And you have Wonder Girl tell her mom to go ahead and go inside. She'll be back, because right now Red Robin needs her help. Now, getting back over to Red Robin, we actually see him playing cat and mouse with algorithm. She's trying to chase him down, trying to capture him. But when it comes to Red Robin, out of all the Robins, Red Robin is the smartest when it comes to technology. And so right now, he's trying to use that brain as a way to slow her down just long enough so that the rest of the Teen Titans can come in and save him before she basically kills him. And so it does last for a few more pages, but there is a moment where you actually have Red Robin get caught in a corner by algorithm. There's nothing else he can do to get away from her. It does look like she's about to win the challenge, but that is the moment you actually have Manchester Black get online and surprise her and us with what he planned to do to her next. Because with Red Robin being knocked out once again, you have Manchester Black actually tell algorithm that his master plan does not involve her. And matter of fact, Tim Drake does not die right now, which means that right now her master plan is to get rid of algorithm and to keep Tim Drake alive just long enough for different parts of his plans to come through. And so you do have algorithm get very upset because she thought her and Manchester Black were actually on the same side. But they're not. Instead, it's really him just using her to complete different tasks that he needed done. And so you do have algorithm just leave Red Robin there to let him survive, but she does go after Manchester Black because she's very upset. She basically has been played by somebody who, one, had created her, but two, she thought he actually cared for her. And so now she's going to try to actually kill him. But when she leaves, you do have Red Robin actually wake up. And that is what Manchester Black wanted. And the reason why I say that, because as soon as Tim Drake wakes up, all the cameras that Manchester Black had in this building points to him in Algorithm. And right now it looks like Algorithm is about to kill Manchester Black. And so with Tim Drake seeing that, Tim Drake believes that he needs to go save Manchester Black. And so while Algorithm is getting closer and closer to actually killing off Manchester Black, you do have Tim Drake just appear with a powerful gun to actually get rid of Algorithm. She's actually dead now, and so it seems like Manchester Black was just saved by Tim Drake, and Tim Drake looks at Manchester Black as some innocent person who was in danger by Algorithm. And that actually does lead into a conversation between Tim Drake and Manchester Black, because this is the moment you have Tim Drake find out that basically Algorithm is a robot. But this is the moment you have Manchester Black tell Tim Drake that Star Labs have built Algorithm. Now, of course, after they did build her, somebody else used her to do different tasks they needed done. Now, we know that Manchester Black was the one who made her, but also the one who had basically used her. But of course, it's Manchester Black lying to Tim Drake and saying there's somebody else in Star Labs who was using Algorithm for their own needs. And we should team up to hopefully find that person. Because with your brains and my brains, we could actually break open this case and find out who is really behind all of this. Now, we know who is behind all of this. It's Manchester Black. But of course, he's trying to play Tim Drake for right now, because this dude has different plans down the road that he hopes to accomplish very soon. Now, to go ahead and wrap up this video, this is the moment where you basically have the rest of the Teen Titans actually arrive to help out Red Robin. Because remember, earlier he did call for help. But when, of course, they get there, Red Robin is okay. And matter of fact, he's outside right now shaking hands with Manchester Black and telling the rest of the Teen Titans that Manchester Black is actually going to help them out now. And so now it's Manchester Black kind of being part of the Teen Titans to only figure out who in the world is behind the scenes right now playing games with Star Labs. Even though we know it is Manchester Black, the Teen Titans have no idea it is actually Manchester Black. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later.